Are we good?
Yeah.
All right. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. My name is Callie. I'll be your caster for this evening. I'll also be joined by Dirt Slurpee. He's going to be giving some clarity on the match. Today is Recruit Combines. We're just waiting for the game to pop. So feel free to subscribe and sub with Twitch Prime to help the Counter-Strike Confederation.
Hell yeah. Let's watch some high quality gameplay tonight. It's going to be
Oh
a fun
yes,
night of
Recruit.
combines. Hey man, these guys know the most utility. I've said it before and I say it again. Recruits try the absolute hardest. The higher up you go in CSC, the less people care. So we're going to see people trying their absolute hardest tonight, throwing some crazy util, some crazy strats, and I'm just excited to be a part of it.
Honestly, I've never seen Recruits in action, so I hope it's something that's fruitful. A lot of teams are looking at all these players. Doesn't matter what rank you're in, and
Have you ever seen a blind man play Jenga? Because that's what's
no.
going to be like tonight.
Oh God.
It's going to be some chaos. There's going to be some crazy plays, but most importantly, it's going to be a lot of fun.
And as the recruits start getting into their calls and getting ready for their first game, it's gonna be a hectic one. Let's see how who gets out of recruit.
Yeah. So if those who don't know me, Dirt Sleepy, I was the opera for Savannah for 3 seasons. We have Brass Biscuits as the observer. He uh, was in recruit, and Callie, you can introduce yourself.
My name is Kalina Credor. You can follow me at Kalina Cred on Instagram. I am a semi-professional caster. I've worked with HLTV and other esports leagues like ESEA Open. So that's pretty much a little bit about me. I ride scooters and I like Counter Strike.
What more could you really ask for, I guess, from that? Um, just taking a couple more minutes as we are waiting for these games to get live. Seems to be a slight delay to the queue popping.
Seems that some teams are filling in into their calls. Yeah, we got a few games.
I'm just going to pull up Analytical real quick and see if we can analyze some of the top recruits who we might be seeing in tonight's matchup.
That is true. I feel like that is something I need to be looking at a little bit. All right, let's check what Analytical says. Tiers
Well,
recruit.
currently the top recruit is a free agent by the name of Numfa, Numfa. So I'm assuming they're going to get moved up to least prospect, but excited to see they are currently rocking a 1.45 CSC, which translates to a 1.74 HLTV rating. That is absurd. And this looks like it's done by pure rifling as well. They are crazy.
They're
Hoping to see
very
them in that.
dominant on the T side as well. It's like it's really interesting that some players excel in and on opposite sides that a lot of players aren't really comfortable with. Like I've seen a lot of CS players more comfortable towards the CT side, but no, Numpa is a completely different animal. Being able to be better in T side with a 1.58 rating.
Yeah, that's not even he's not even bad at CT. He's putting up a 1.16, which is enough for an All-Star nomination. But that T rating is absurd. Sounds like we're gonna be hopping into an Anubis game real quick. So I don't know about you, Callie, but Anubis is one of my two favorite maps in the game.
I think it was one of the greatest maps that ever came into the map pool, especially since it was a map made by a fan. It wasn't. It was like a. It was made in a competition. So the fact that Valve actually recognizes this map and its qualities really shows how much they do kind of care about the game. So let's get into it. I'm really excited to see the boys warm up and get ready. We're gonna be ready too.
The warm up to finish real quick.
Absolutely.
Neighborhood King, Chasing Turtles, and Raccoon Cross, or Recon Cross, my bad. And then on Team Away, we have Fraggy, Ermitsgoo, is that M. Bastos? Let's see, I'm seeing a few names I recognize.
And here we go in the pistol round underway. As these boys get ready. And here they go. It's gonna be a centered setup. Stacking up towards the B site. And not gonna find anything. These T's are gonna getting really hungry towards this main corridor. Once you get trying their hardest to get into the site. That was 1 versus 3. And he's gonna fight 2 of his own. Now it's a 1 versus 1. Rodney.
I love to see that 1v2 clutch right there from Fraggy. What a way to start off the game.
For real.
He's the nice idea going off all B. Like to see the coordination at the beginning, but unable to close out the round as Fraggy picks up 3 of his own. What a play.
It seems that the teams are not going to be investing in this because it's a smart move. Like, one is going to have, I believe, armor. Going out left and right. These teams are upping the ante. Back for now, and as he's the FP9. Now it's a 1 versus 2. The CT's have pulled his back. That CT's left on a scout.
He's looking to steal a round here. Let's see if he's able to pull this one off. Just a scout and armor. Armor on the T's. They have the potential to be one shot to the body here for the scout. So it could go wrong real fast, but looks like they might just end up saving on the CT side. Oh, he's going for it. Let's see how this plays out. It's the first.
It's not going to be enough, though. It's going to be a 1-1. For this
Yeah.
team.
That is a big blunder by the CT side here. Now they're going to have to be forced into a double save here. So we should see a force camp from on the first round. Most likely some armor 5.7s, but it doesn't really look like they're buying this for some reason. Not sure why. They should be forcing this one. Yeah, a little bit of
There we go, a lot better. Chasing Turtles and the rest of us are going to be pushing out towards the A site. Bomb's going to go down, and as Dirt McGirt starts hitting it to flank them, Lizard keeps ready for him. Going to find that cavalry. They're going to take that out. And these are going to keep spraying them down. And Bastos. AK acquired, excuse me. They're gonna use that for the next round.
Yeah, good idea here. He's low on HP. Doesn't have a chance of getting this bomb here. Not sure how the money's gonna look like for this round with the save rifle. I'm guessing that he doesn't force this, but looks like they're gonna be a little bit. losing that rifle at the end there. Gonna be an interesting decision in the team chat right now.
The way Anubis is played is like traditionally around like even in like an intermediate level, it's more like very utility based. I think that's one thing I really respect about Anubis is the fact that they Valve was like, okay, we need these teams to have another map that they can punish like teams with utility. And this was the biggest thing. So I don't know, with recruits, it's like a lot different now because they play a lot more brawly and a lot more puggy.
Big kill there.
Yeah, big kill there. Makes things a little sprang through the smoke, trying to find hard as one is on bridge. Confirms that one is on bridge. Not gonna be enough, and now it's a 1 versus 3. He's actually flanking.
Making
Bomb
noise.
down. It's not gonna be enough. Bomb is so
He's able to hang on there a little bit dirtier than you'd hope, so losing 3 players against the force buy-ish from the CTs. So going to be finally bringing out the rifles in round 5 due to that economy mismanagement. So this is the potential to really affect the rest of the game here, as if they lose this round, they're going to be faced with some tough decisions as they're going to be down and saving them. He's looking like this.
They're going to swing towards Canal, going to find that trade, and push through the smoke, going to find that kill as well. These are kind of pulling a gamble, stacking up on this site, not letting these T's have any space on Oh, he's going to find 2. Now it's a 1 versus 2. Bot down, it's not gonna be enough. He's gonna get killed off. Now it's 1 versus 1. He has a brief idea where he is. Take plan again. No reaction. And it's gonna be 40 seconds on the clock.
Good kill by the CTs there. Huge plays by Minigal, I believe, over in Connector down there. Really did help the in fact, they were faced with insane triple out of him. Only brought down by a frag, never lost a gunfight there. Really helped bring the CTs back into this game, and you can see they are going to be able to buy in this next round. Won't be good. They're faced with more low utility. Yeah, looks like they're not going to bring out any P9s. Oh, but P90 is coming into play though. So even though they went around, they're still at the disadvantage here.
The vibe code is underway. Molotov to push him back. Here comes the but trades are going to be applied, but it's not enough. Bastos trying to be planted. 40 seconds on the clock. Gonna get shot off, and it's just not enough.
I like the switch forward.
I am a big fan of pace change. Is the fact I love about pace changes is like it's a mystery. They have to adjust like strategy a lot.
They've reached the bomb site, got it down at like a minute 25-ish, not like 25 seconds into the round. So that really threw the CTs off as they've been playing a little bit slower in the previous rounds. The just not able to hit the shots as the players are on the A site. So now the CTs are a little bit on an eco here. They should just be saving for one. So maybe an eco over there. Still going to be a B main play coming out here, so a potential flash.
Here they come. The Cavalry. And they're not using it yet. Molotov's going to be pressing down on the main site. So they decide to go through, split up. E-box, sees one, flashes out. As Chasing Turtles finds one. Bastos. How did he slip up behind Lizard? What?
Oh yeah, it's a big flank of rucks here. Just looking to find one, potentially two if they recognize the
Oh. Timing is impeccable, but as he gets killed off, it's unlucky. Bomb is gonna get planted. 40 seconds on the clock, and it's all up to Fraggy, but I don't think he's gonna find anything. He's just turning tail on the other side.
That is really unfortunate there. Made a great play, finding himself up into rugs, finding himself behind a player, but ultimately brought down. I think there was an A man.
The king. He's on the ropes now. Trying to get Fraggy, but it's not gonna be enough. And it seems like a buy's gonna be underway for the CT side. One scout, one op, and rest are rifles.
Op right out for the CTs. Let's see where that ends up, as it could potentially be a game to try. Though I do see that it's a blast. So you better hit this first bullet.
For real, and I think one of the biggest things is like, I don't think ops are very useful on the CT side that much, especially and as Dirt McGirt finds one on Hunt, he's gonna back up. It's getting pretty interesting. What do these do now? They gotta find an answer. Speakon holds the bridge. Fraggy is knows something fishy is going on. That lizard is right there. He's gonna find a timing. Here comes that timing. Lizard King's gonna find one on Fraggy, and now it's 3 versus 3, and they're gonna start blowing up on towards the A site. They second guess it, go towards E-box. He's got goo. And as one cross finds that kill, Lance is gonna find one towards mid, and this B site is in trouble. Bomb's gonna get planted, 40 seconds on the clock. And it's all to Clancy, M4 in hand.
Should just save this. But it is Combine, so you might see a player go for a crazy play here. Little chance of success. Looks like he's just gonna save up in rugs, however. Looking to maybe snag an AK somewhere.
Or an op. Op's towards mid. If he can catch him off guard, he could get it. But he's gonna decide to hide anyway. Lizard King on the hunt. Clancy's gonna find one.
Terrorists win.
And that's gonna be the round 6-2 for the T side.
Yeah, CT's struggling. It is a T-side map very heavily, but you'd like to see a little bit more of a fight coming out of these CTs. I'm not seeing a lot of
What I
active
expect
plays.
from a CT side is definitely like have 4 rounds. Have
Yeah.
4 rounds and then win the pistol and you're set. Even then, like if you don't win the pistol, it's not a big deal. It's just, it's gonna be a tougher climb. And it seems Dirt McGirt is the only one who bought a primary MP9. The rest of them are using Deagles. They're gonna stack up. There's that B site. Molotov to go out. Flashbang. Lance cuts off the flank and everything just slows down.
CT is being a little bit too passive here. You'd hope that a main or mid.
Chase Turtle's gonna find one. He's gonna find a second holding in the corner, and now this site's wide open. All I have to do is plant. And seems that these are gonna try to find something, but they're not going to find anything. Recon Cross is going to find and as Goo tries to go towards mid to finish him off, Shot's going to get a second. The AK, but he's going to get shot off as well, and that's going to be a 7th round for the C side.
Yeah, I'm just not really a big fan of what I'm seeing here in the CTs. They're a little bit too passive, not active enough. You have to be really aggressive on CT on this map. As you can see, the last round, we saw a player in back mid and 2 on A, not even on A main, holding from like heaven and headshot. They're just not being aggressive enough, and the teams are taking advantage of that, getting a ton of space, defensive. And as you can see, they are using it to its full extent.
Here comes that full buy once again for the CTs. Let's see if they can pushing out towards water. As we talk about don't see the smoke. Trying to spray through the smoke. Do it. Investos is going to find 2 of their own, and it's a 3 versus 4. Captain that go down though. It's going to get denied. Now it's a 4 versus 4 down. Dirt McGurt's going to get shot down, and this makes it possible. Gotta find out the
Flank's in a big flank here, potential to win the round.
Planted. 40 seconds. Is planted. He's gonna find one. There he is, but he's gonna finish long. And that's gonna be it. Beautiful CT round for Clancy.
Yeah, that flank really helped him out. As I say, just as I start trashing in the CTAs, they prove me wrong. Got a little bit more aggressive.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
Flank. Steve's now expecting that timing. As we get to your player dropped down mid, they just thought, oh, he's gonna be rotating in through middle. But yeah, a little bit more aggressive there, and it works out in their favor. You can see the T's still on a good buy here. The potential to buy into the next as well. Is that an auto I see?
Yes, it is. Lance is picking up an auto. I wonder what he's gonna do with it. I'm hoping he goes mid.
He is letting them know early. The decoy too.
That was smart. You sold it. It's a
I didn't think we could do that.
If it works, it works. Tracking finds Lizard King. They're gonna contest mid. Lance is gonna find a return of his own onto Bastos. Op gonna be recovered by Clancy. He's just gonna avenge his fallen brother and hold this middle area. As Lance slowly towards water, trying to kill the one towards E-Box. It's not going to be enough. And that's going to be amazing. Turtles is going to find one towards B. This is going to force the CTs to make a choice. Do they rotate or do they hold their ground with one player on
gotta
site?
push A main here.
Recon Cross with the bomb, going to be moving out towards A main, and these CTs are backing up. They're thinking that it's going to be a B hit. But it's all a ruse.
They should hear that. The E-Box player should hear him rotating out mid. Doesn't seem to have relayed that to his team. Uh-oh, they're leaving the site as the T's are coming on. Does he have a timing though?
Fraggy! No! Fraggy's gonna find that kill though, and that confirms their suspicions. Bomb is gonna be planted safely. And it's gonna get denied. Shaking Turtles, 1 versus 3, excuse me. He's gonna find one.
Counter-terrorists win.
He's gonna get shot down. It's gonna be a 4th round for the CT. That was a little scary. The timing there was almost impeccable.
Yeah, both teams seemingly unable to make up their mind on the play they wanted to make, and it ultimately costs the T's more. Looks like they have one last buy. Luckily for them, as the last round of the half. I think I'm hoping to see a pace change out of him out here. Maybe something fast if he made it. It's do or die
for the CT. Last round and a half, boys. Let's get this done. Smokes to go out. And they're all stacking up. Facing Turtles. He's gonna find one. He's gonna find a second with that Mac 10. Upgraded to M4. And this site is clear, but here comes the and as Fraggy finds possible. 2 versus 3. Vassal's waiting for that smoke to dissipate. Lizard King's he's just gonna hold out towards the main area of the site. Fraggy. Chasing turtles. It all depends on you. He's not gonna find one. And now it's all to Lizard. Smoke. Going for the defuse. Excuse me. As it gets close, they're gonna find that kill, and it's gonna be a 5th round for the CT side.
Yeah, it's
Heading out to second half.
That's a great recovery by the CTs there, winning the final 3 rounds of the half, really playing back, down 7-2, able to pull back to 7-5. They're looking pretty strong going into this second half here. 5 rounds on CT Anubis is not easy, and if they win this pistol round, we have ourselves a game going on here. Looks like we have a big performance coming out of Fraggy here. Had a couple of plays all over the map actually, so I'm excited what he's able to do on T side here.
As the CTs and Ts muster up their funds, see what they can use into the next round. This round's gonna start. 1 nade on the CT side. Seems that the Ts want to go for a flashbang. Smokes to go out towards mid. Lands. David Garrett. Dirt McGirt. Recon's gonna back him up. And that's gonna be the site. And that's gonna be the game.
What a flawless round from CTs. That is a great confidence booster. Winning a round here. That was a bold play going out of D-Box, fighting the T's head on, and it actually ended up working out for them. Not only working out, it was incredibly not dropping a single player. Looks like we have a weird setup for the CTs here. A 4-man push mid.
It's not gonna work out though. He's gonna be stacking it. Find another of his own, and this is getting complicated. Really, really nasty. They're gonna find another. And Huntwick's actually gonna keep this under control. The T's have turned tail. They're heading out to T, and there is no one defending.
But it does end up working out. P90, he's reloading, but he doesn't need to. This thing has 50 bullets, and he's...
Fastos is gonna find that kill. He's not. Huntwick's gonna find that one, and as Fraggy trades it, it's gonna be a 6th round for the T side.
Yeah, that's another big loss for the CTs here. That's the 2nd time we have seen the CTs lose after the 1st round. Looks like we have a little bit of weird plays.
It's been statistically proven that doing an anti-EV can be. And as these CTs try to take out Fraggy, he's just gonna find a 4K.
Terrorists win.
And he's gonna find the ace.
Wow, another combine ace. This is the 2nd combine ace I've had the pleasure of casting. Yeah, another flawless round coming out from these teams. As the 2nd round blunder continues to decimate the home team. We're going to be seeing a buy here, so potential to bring it back on through their week.
Absolutely, and look how much money Fraggy has. $1,000. He could set up his team for a... They're going to be pushing out towards mid. They're going to prod it around. Huntwick holding behind that smoke. And as he swing, Huntwick... Dirt McGirt's going to return against Lizard King on the B site. And the site is open.
They should bring the bomb up through canals here. They just don't know the site's open. They look like they want to hit A here, but... player did now.
Stacked up.
They should know B-side's clear. They should be running back here. They know it. He's into Temple. They should be running back.
And as they do, it's a minute left in the Dirtberger's going to be holding that flank. He's gonna make make things a little complicated. Now they're considering it. Now they're actually like, okay, let's enjoy this, guys. Let's take away their guns. And as Dermagurt goes for the shoot, he's not gonna find that kill. Recon's gonna find one of his own. Bomb's gonna get planted. 2v2. What a blunder. What a misplay. He's gonna find one of his own. Bomb is gonna go down. Ball to Recon. Low HP. And what can you do here with that AK, brother?
Really should just do something. I get it, Skyfines wants to go for play. Respect that. However, like what, less than 10 HP, you really don't have a chance here. No kit either.
And gonna spot him out. Oh, we saw him. But it's not gonna be enough. He's gonna run off. That's gonna be it. It's gonna be an 8th round for Team Away. After that blunder, they didn't. I feel like they didn't deserve that round, and considering the blunder.
Terrorists win.
If your teammate is pushing to the site and he sees nobody there, the first thing you say, "Hey guys, let's go here." They're probably on that site stacked up.
Yeah, they're very lucky. Anubis is a really quick map for the T's, able to get from A main to connector on B very fast, especially when the CTs are. So lucky they're able to take advantage of that, but I'd like to see a little bit more coordination coming out of this year. It's almost 20%. They're able to bring it back to the game now.
It's gonna be a 9th round. Gal's gonna find. Dermagurt's gonna find one. Oh, excuse me, he's gonna find a double of his own. He's gonna find another 2 of his own. They're saying stay away. Lizard King is actually gonna take out Frag. He's gonna get that rifle recovered and he's gonna decide to save it. Gal, he's hunting for him though. They're hunting for him, and that's gonna be the end of the round.
Not sure why he decided to fight that long angle there. He knows they're trying to hunt him, but honestly, just try to run to A site there, I'd say.
Also
could be big here.
Also, yeah, and the thing is that, like, I have a lot of respect for Team Away. The fact that they're just like, we are not letting you keep this rifle.
Yeah,
we are not letting you get back into this game. We're gonna win this game. It shows how much. It shows how the teamwork and how Ragtag have. Yes, Raggy finds that's gonna open up the site. Chasing Turtles gonna finish off. This is HP bomb day to go out. Dermagurt's gonna find him from the smoke, and now it's a 3 versus 4. Bomb to be planted. 40 seconds on the clock.
PG is only with 1 pick. Could consider saving, though I doubt they will.
Lance
they
is
don't
gonna
have
find
a buy
one, though.
going. They don't have a buy.
Like it's not gonna be enough though. Lance is gonna find that Trey. Oh no, this is getting really scary. It's a 1 versus 1.
Terrorists win.
Oh, so close yet so far. Nice recovery from Clancy.
I like the initial trade in E-Box there, but going for that simple play there, trying to throw your grenade up and pistol into the air there, just doing a little too much. Should be focused on the crosshair, able to swing out. You know the other players towards streets. You just gotta get into the fight. Don't do too much. There. That pistol throwing didn't really do anything for him.
Yeah, mainly because right when he swung, he was behind the wall. So even if you wanted to. Oh, Froggy, what the hell, man? Holy! Right in the smoke, just a jiggle peek and finds it. Molotov to go out towards B. Not gonna get rid of him entirely though. Clancy trying to spray through mid. It seems it's gonna be a B hit.
Something to keep in mind here is the low utility on the CTs. We can see they are very active, already pushing power trucks mid. They should be.
He's gonna spray, not gonna find anything just yet, but it's 3 quick left by 2. It makes things a little more complicated. Flashbang. Across going for that kill, not gonna find it with the op, and as Gal finds 2 of his own, it evens out the playing field, and it actually makes it possible for that 1 versus 2 all up to win. He spots that player, planting the bomb, but he's not doing it just yet. He's gonna find that kill, but the question is, where is Bastos?
No util and no kit. This is gonna be a difficult
It's
fight.
on the floor. He recovers it. Plant. Gonna go for the kill. Not gonna be enough.
Terrorists win.
And the T's are gonna win this round. 11-8. What a play.
I like the CTs being aggressive there. Unfortunately, they just weren't fast enough. These managed to be one step ahead and hitting the bomb site a little too quickly for them. Unable to come up with the clutch as they lose another round. This team seems to be losing the mental battle here.
You know, I don't think it's really a mental battle with Recruit. I feel like these guys are just, I feel like they just do it for fun. Some of them take it very seriously as well, but most of the time they're usually chilling. Dirt McGirt going towards mid. He's gonna back up and throw a molly towards B main. Make sure that these CTs aren't doing anything. Now he's gonna shoot through the door. He's gonna get dinked. He's gonna make this fight impossible. And as Bastos finds the flanker in Wick, now he's already got mid control. Recon cross. Look at this. He has no idea where to go. He knows there's one mid, maybe one possibly A, and things are getting complicated. As soon as he finds Dirt McGirt, he's gonna get the site for free. Goes for that shot, not gonna find the connection. He has to run off. 1 versus 3. What can you do here, Bastos? You need the bomb. But they're not gonna give it to you without a fight.
Yeah, CT's slowly grouping up here, knowing that the player has. Able to find the first, though, so it's back on. Bastos, though, low on HP, 24. One shot, maybe just 79. Chase Joe should be looking for an upgrade.
I'm starting
here.
to believe. I'm starting to believe.
Only 25-ish seconds left. He seems to have given up on this fight a little bit. Now going towards Rugs. I don't know. I feel like after that first kill, you kind of got to go for it. There's not a lot of benefit to saving on the T side here.
Yeah, well, he has 4450, so honestly, it wouldn't be that detrimental. But yeah, having that extra 3,200 bucks would be nice for them for the next.
Counter-terrorists win.
Get the kill there and take the op out of their hands. CT's managed to steal a round for the first time in what feels like ages. What did they do differently that round?
I think it was more they got better trades. Honestly, they're getting the grasp of how this team plays and making a game plan in their heads, being like, all right, guys, these guys like to play a little weird. Let's just play the sites. Try not to get fooled. And as these CTs get up a pretty decent buy with his signature P90. They're gonna huddle up towards B and as Lizard King shoots down McGirt. Make this 4 versus 4. Looks to go out. Molotov to deny the push. It's just a utility battle at this point. Who's gonna run out first? Who's gonna lose the most utility?
You'd think it'd be the CT's loses battle, but they're able to keep this P site from.
They're just waiting for the out two and just found one. They're just waiting for these peaks. Casey Gross has a lot of work in it on his hands, considering there's 3 of them. Goes to a short peak, not gonna find it. What are these T's up to? They're backing up.
Nice trade. Way to hold off the CT's push there. Now they know, though, that the CTs have a lot of map control. Are they able to double back? Maybe trick the CTs into going on to A site, or are they going to hit? Oh, that should be the round.
That is the round. There's no way they can recover this, and it's going to be a match point for the CT sides. Honestly, Recon's going to save this and get ready for it to get to overtime. He's going to find one.
That's going to draw him back in here, Jim, I think. Oh, we decided to save this one. Not a bad decision, but maybe if he's able to go a little bit faster, he can find 2. They're not going to be able to save the next round, though, however, as the T's are going to get on match point. This could be it. This op has to make a play next round.
They need an answer. They need an answer quick.
Yeah, you're gonna hope probably the op goes for nice. Probably out of pain keep up here as the CT's probably only to get one.
Terrorists win.
So you're gonna want to play fast here, take a lot of space. So let's see if they're able to adjust and do just that.
This has been an interesting game so far. Good to see that the T's are actually like recovering from that 7-2 deficit.
Yeah, I mean they had a rough start, but they've won what is it? 10 out of the last 12.
Molotov to go out. They're just gonna be peeking on this. Chasing Turtles doesn't like it. Molotov ready. Smokes to go out. And here comes his game. He's gonna throw his Molotov. Oh, that must be backside. And Lizard King's gonna find that kill by the skin of his teeth. Flashbang to go out to give him some more space. And this is just getting more cautious. Gal's gonna find Huntwick, and it's down to a 4v4. They're really taking a gamble here, as there's like two on B site and only one on A site. But it kind of makes sense considering Cross is actually holding towards the main area, and he's gonna start slowly rotating. Mid is contestation. Clancy gonna whip that shot, but he's gonna get it just in time. 50 seconds on the clock. And it's a 3 versus 3. They brought it back. Recon do here. Nothing.
Oh, no.
He's gonna get shot down. What a blunder. And now
Oh,
last
no.
two players. What did they do?
Yeah, there's not much you can do here. I would have
Blizzard.
preferred for them to group up here. That's just what's gonna happen here. Just take these
One
1v1 fights.
Versus 3. All up to Chasing Turtles. He's gonna find one. Bomb's gonna get planted on B. 40 seconds on the clock.
Bomb
And
has
there's
been
nowhere he is.
Terrorists win.
And then that's it. Team Away wins the first game.
Great comeback by Team Away there. Able to pull back from a bad start. On that last round there, though, I have to go on a little bit on the CTs. A little bit of a misplay for them. Giving up weird timings on mid. Bad positioning and re-aggression out of the A player towards mid. Just didn't really like how they played that last round. But not to take away from the home team there. Great job on the comeback. Like to see that.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that my wife is watching, and she was saying that the game audio was a little
Yeah.
high.
I kept getting DMs saying that.
Yeah.
Are we live right now?
Are we? Oh boy. I think like I said, I think the CT side needed a little bit more work. I feel like they needed to get a little more aggressive instead of playing passive. It was just like, hey, I'm gonna stay here, throw utility at you, and then the C's are like, okay, we're just gonna swing, and then they get the duels that they want. I feel like
Ye-
the CTs need to work on aggression.
Yeah, one thing to note is after that Molotov change, you can't trade utility back and forth with the T's. They're just gonna win. The Molotov is just so much better. And not to mention with the whole E-box situation, B site is incredibly hard to hold if you don't have both CT defenders on the same page there, maybe even shifting over a third from mid if the rotations allow for it. One thing of note I didn't see the B main smoke coming out from either CT side. In case you're unaware, the B main smoke is usually a mistake by the CTs as it allows the Ts to cross across the other side of B main. So I liked how they were leaving it open for most of the time. However, didn't end up paying off. You just like to see it. They were thinking about it.
And it seems we're getting on to our next game. All right. Ancient again? Or not Ancient? Anubis was last game. Yeah. One of my favorite maps of all time. I think it has its qualities because it's kind of like Anubis where it has its tight sights, but it also has a very big mid. So there's a lot of space for them to contest. And it is one of those maps that you have to rely on utility because there's the sites, especially the A ramp and especially B ramp and A main, just makes it harder for those T's to swing out. So utility's gonna be crucial here as we get underway. Here comes a pistol round. Danny Packers is gonna find one. It's gonna be from a trade, and as Kira peeks towards mid, flanking from behind, it's gonna be a 3 versus 4. Boobies. Down the line, Mia trying to find that shot, not gonna find the connection. He's finally gonna get that kill, and as Hoobies returns one of his own, bombs should go be planted, but they're gonna fight this.
Bomber down on the site, so they're just.
As Boss finds one, it's all up to Toxic, and he's already been spotted. What do you do here?
You know, try to take it slow, isolate these duels. You spotted long, so you're gonna have to take that fight.
Absolutely.
Gets the second. Ooh, not expecting that trade coming up. Great team play by the T's there. You know, was a little bit weird taking those fights one by one, but they were able to, you know, quickly repeat and not let the CTs get away with just isolating all those duels there. T's looking only like they're going to upgrade to 2 rifles here, although they are bringing out an AK. CT's looking to go with a nade stack here. So potential for a big play.
Absolutely. They find multiple towards mid until they're traded. 3 cover just yet. He got Rux got a little too antsy trying to pick up those weapons. So did Gojira. 1 versus 3, and that's gonna be it. Second round secured for this T side.
Looks like they did lose one of those rifles. They might be bringing out, yeah, another Galil, maybe another air. Oh, they only lost to go with 2 rifles here as they're into the first gun round. So you hope that they play fast, maybe a B rush or an A main push. CTs just establish your util. Let's see what they're gonna do here.
Flashbang to go out. Freeze is gonna contest mid. He finds one, but he's gonna immediately traded by Gojira. He sees one with the gets a second, goes for the third, and they're gonna narrowly escape. What a play for Gojira! Nice heads up counter strike.
This is not a map you commonly see the AUG on, so you know you have to have a lot of confidence to use that gun, especially in the Africa position, as you are pretty confined in there. So he seems to be an experienced AUG player.
I'm glad that Kerrigan and like other IGLs have started picking up the AUG, as it's like one of those guns that, like, hey, it may not be the best gun, but it's accurate. So it gives these some of these players an edge if they just don't know how to aim perfectly with the M4. And as Koga finds one on Hoobies, Dancing Cactus is getting a big flank. He's gonna go for the spray, gonna find one, goes to the second, not gonna be enough. It's a 1 versus 2. All up to Uber Ponage. He's gonna run up towards A.
Just barely missing a timing. You can actually hear the guy running through T-spawn if you're in mid, so CTs maybe heard that, but are slow to adjust. Just now rotating over to the B site.
Gojira is going to check A main. Oh no. Smoke to go out. Gonna block him towards CT, and he's just gonna push through it, I imagine. Here he comes.
Oh no!
Oh no, what a blunder!
Oh!
Oh, nice save, Doxic. As he finds that kill, it's gonna be a first round for the CT side, finally picking it up.
Oh, that could have gone very poorly right there if he misses that, if he loses that duel right there.
Here's the problem though. Since 3 of their players have died, they're not gonna have enough money to get a full buy. Some of them will be fine. Some of them will have rifles, but most of them are gonna have MP9s. And look at the T side; they are ready and packing with AKs. Full utility.
Those MAC-10 buys and kills from that previous round really showing out. Let's see if they're able to take note of their regression.
Uberponus is gonna find one of the flames. Rux returns. Uberponus is gonna find another. Koga's holding the block. Here comes Hoobies. He's gonna get spotted on the corner. Goes for the swing. Not gonna find that pick either. They're just getting unlucky, and as Bowles spots out Dancing Cactus, it's a 1 versus 4. Their aggression didn't work out, and that's a blunder. Uberponus is even going on the hunt, but he's too far away to get anything. Doxic's gonna try to keep this AK for the next round, and CTs are gonna be broke. Bomb's gonna get planted, and all he can do is sit here and wait. Now the T side don't really have much money either, so I don't think they're gonna go for the hunt because they want to keep these rifles.
Yeah. Also, it's a big map, so it's hard to find players like this. But it looks like he's gonna get a little aggressive mid, trying to take a fight actually. So they might end up catching him out here.
I don't like this, but oh, Mia, he's gonna spot out, gonna find one, doesn't see the second quite yet, and he's being surrounded.
Terrorists win.
Oh.
That swing, and he's gonna find another, but he's gonna get traded out, and that rifle is gone.
Yeah, CT's able to bring 2 rifles into that round, just not enough. Players surviving the previous round. Economy not established, though. They are bringing out an op here. What is going? Oh, looks like they're gonna force this potentially. Couple MP9s, couple deep pistols here. So they're going with a lack of firepower, but looking to make a play with that op.
Honestly, I think it's a little too early to be forcing this much, especially since they are on the CT side. CT side is statistically a lot harder on this map. I get it, you guys want to get some rounds, but it's foolish. You're literally going to be wasting your economy away, like making it wither away. Dancing Cactus tries to contest K, but he doesn't have the equipment to do so, so he's going to back up. Boss is going up towards A ramp, or B ramp, excuse me. Finds a spot. Gonna find that first kill, goes for the second. And Hoobies is gonna kind of find that trade on Mia. 5-7, this CT player is low, and he's gonna find that kill for free as well.
The 5-7 is
rifle
so
recovered.
busted.
I think the dual Berettas are more busted than the 5-7, honestly.
Interesting play here. All right.
Koga's gonna find one. Rux is gonna find the answer. And now it's a 2v2. And the T's are hightailing it out of there. They know that they're there. They're gonna go to the opposite site, and I think these CTs are reading it. Or are they? They're starting to clear the site. They have no idea where these T players went. And as they look into the site, I think their fears have been realized. That's gonna be an A hit.
They are quick to adjust here. They should be catching them on the cross. Did he spot the player going towards Temple? He should have seen the grenade at least.
Saw him cross. It's not going to be enough, though. He goes for the swing. Not going to find that flick. It's a complete miss. Bomb to go planted. 40 seconds on the clock, and they're going to push onto the site. Freeze is going to find one. And Ponage is going to find the second. Opk is going to be recovered, and that's going to be a 4th round for the T side. That was ridiculous.
Yeah, that was not a good post plant by the CTs right there. The op shot needs to connect. I think he was moving while shooting. But going in by yourself with a pistol when you have a teammate with an AK right behind you really needs to work on the coordination there. They had a chance. Would have been hard, but CTs need to get on the same page here to get back in this game.
Absolutely. B is going to be contested. They're going for the top boost. And as Gojira pushes through mid, he's not going to find anything. Neither will Rux, and mid is completely in control. All CTs are sitting out towards B. Cactus is trying to find Mia, but it's not going to be enough. Mia's going to shoot him down. Nades and smokes go out, and it's all up to Hoobies. They're in that corner. He swings out. Freeze is going to spot him out, and that's going to be it. It's going to be a 5th round for the T side.
Yeah, just a pistol round, so you're not too worried about losing that one. But I'm gonna bring out the rifles here. I like to see them step up the B defense. They've been losing a little bit of the fight towards mid, fight towards B. So maybe see a push down B ramp here. Maybe send 3B or 3 mid, just take that early control, maybe push up shelf. I want to see a play out of them.
Nice smoke freeze. That's going to deny the red room entrance, so they have to push up. Molotovs to go out towards mid. And as Uber opponents takes control of entrance to cave, it's gonna leave these CTs in a precarious situation. Do they push up mid? Do they go all the way around? Toxic's gonna go investigating into the cave. He's gonna find one. Not gonna find that shot just yet. And it's just cannon fodder at this point. Nades are doing exceptionally well. They're gonna clear out cave. Hoobie's pushing up mid. He's gonna find a very interesting flank. Oh, he's gonna find him. Finds the first. Gonna go for the second. He gets it. And now it's a 3 versus 4. And all these teams have left is this site. But there's about to be 3 holding it. Plus Hoobie's is gonna be holding the flank. They are completely surrounded. Gojira goes for the jump, and Koga's ready for that shot. Hoobie's holding towards mid, holding the back pillar. He's gonna go.
Oh no!
Goes for the swing, not gonna find that connection. So unlucky. And now this A site is completely open.
They've cleared out shelf. They should know now that they are going A. Hoobie didn't want to give up that fight mid, but he's eventually forced into fighting. And he loses the gunfight, giving them the flank to A site. Forces the T's into rotation and a plant onto A.
Smart play onto Uber, because honestly, he saw that nade flying, he heard it coming, and then literally just literally swung after the nade.
Yeah.
Absolute genius. And as that optic plus on the CT side, he's gonna Cactus gonna push to Temple, and Koga's ready for it. It's gonna be a 6th round for the T side.
Yeah, something of note. This is one of the worst maps for the op, but Koga seems to be making it work. I was actually casting one of his games on Tuesday, and he was, I believe, the 2nd frag, dropping like 20-something kills. So he's a name to watch in this upcoming draft, these combines tonight. He's a star in the making here as he finds a triple kill and wins his team the round.
Opping is definitely really hard on Ancient. I think the only pro players I've ever seen pull it off is like Brokey. Like, you don't see many oppers on T side at all. Praise is gonna spot out one towards cave, and he's gonna be stuck in the corner. Rux and Co are gonna be holding up towards mid. And it's already getting rough for these T players. 3 versus 4. And Gojira has complete mid control with Rux. He's gonna jump up on this box. He's gonna get spotted out. Tech 9. Here comes that jump. Koga's gonna find that kill for free. I don't know what Gojira was doing there. And as Hoobies finds 2 of his own, it's a 1 versus 3. Pause in red room. What does he find? He finds a CT left out in mid. He's not gonna find that kill though. The whiff of a sentry.
Recoil's just getting away from him. He might think there's another player mid with that grenade. Only on pretty low HP here. The bomb is down. The CTs are swarming it. He's slow walking. You think this round's probably over.
Especially with 45 seconds.
Giving away his position there. Yeah, it's gonna be a hard fight to get back in.
Molotov to clearing out cave, even though there's nobody there. Doxic is waiting for this swing. AK in hand, and so is Hoobies. Goes for the swing. Doxic's gonna find that kill, and it's gonna be a 2nd round for the CT side. It's almost like a full mentality change just happened in the last 3 rounds. Like, CTs are just like, dude, we're tired of these Ts bullying us. Let's just bully them instead. Really smart play.
Yeah. T's still with a lot of money in the bank, though. They probably could buy if they lose this next round. CT's not as lucky. We can see a little bit of a weird setup coming out of them, though. 3 towards A now, 2 towards B. Do they think they have some sort of read here?
I don't think so, considering these guys are grouping up towards cave, and technically this is a pretty standard setup most of the time. If you want, because most of the time, if you know your T's are not pushing red room, then it's not a big deal. Now, here we go, seeing Gojira go back into red room, because he senses something. And here it comes. Gojira's going to find that kill for free. Bingo. They're going to go up towards K and B site. Mia's going to find one of her own through cave, and now it's a 4 versus 2. And how did they get back in this? They know that they're coming this way. Mia going to slow walk, shoulder peeking. Gives Hoobies the information that they're coming towards this site. And as Gojira finds that kill, it's a 1 versus 4, all up to Boz. Bomb on his back, so it's not too bad. He's players for CT though. Goes for the swing. Not gonna find the connection. They're gonna get finished off. It's gonna be a third round for the CT side. A complete turnaround for Team Away.
Yeah, 2 rounds in a row. They're only dropping what, 3 players in those 2 rounds or something like that. So they're just trying to win these gunfights, being a little more ahead of the T's, taking advantage of the low mid presence by stacking a bomb site there.
I think just saying that the defense is your best offense is really becoming fruitful for this team because they're playing really aggressive, but also at the same time they're waiting for these T's to swing. So it's not like they're actually like taking the risk. It's more like, okay, we're in this position. Let's wait for these T's to swing out, and here we go. It's another test of courage. As Dox is gonna have to kill multiple as they push out towards A.
He's in the boost spot though. He has potential to get a big frag here, especially with his teammate supporting him. But the T's are gonna go mid here on this next stage.
What is going on? What are they thinking? And as Doxic finds out one towards A main, it's gonna take away their anchor.
You gotta get out mid fast here if you're gonna go. You
Hoobie's,
can't.
yeah, but Hoobie's ready for it. He's going for the shot, not gonna find the connection, gonna hide away in cave, and now he has the info. Hey guys, these guys are trying to contest mid. Bomb has been spotted as well. Molotov to go off to deny his entry, and Dancing Cactus, what can you do? Goes for the shot, late reaction, and now he's stuck there. Goes for the swing, and he's just getting pegged down. What can they do? Molotov to go up to force Cactus to swing, and he's gonna try to escape. Cactus is gonna find one, and now it's a 4 versus 2. As Doxic find one towards Donut, Unaber opponent is gonna find that trade, and Freeze is gonna find one towards A-Min by itself, and now it's a 3 versus 2. They've got this site wide open. 40 seconds is on the clock. Jared gonna find the swing, but it's not gonna be ready for it. Freeze is gonna find one towards Donut. Goes for a second swing, not gonna find it. Hoobies is gonna find that return, and now it's a 1 versus 2. It's all up to Uber. What can Uber do here? He's just gonna highway an A-main. He knows that he can waste so much time if he's not spotted. Goes for that first swing, gonna find that kill, and now it's 1 versus 1. It's all up to Gojira. What can he do? This is op. He can't do anything. Bomb is about to go off. He's chasing him, playing cat and mouse, and his Uber opponent finds that kill. It's gonna be a 7th round.
Yeah, T's finally able to bring it back. CT's probably should just stay there once he knows, I don't have a kit. The guy's hiding away in A-main. There's not a real chance of me winning this round. I could just save the op and get into this next one. But it elects to go for it. Pretty ballsy play. Doesn't end up working in his favor. You like to see that killer instinct, but it just didn't work out in his favor this time.
And now they're on the danger zone. They've got 28. The average is $2,000. If they lose this, they're broke, and it puts them in a really rough position. Rux is gonna find one kill towards mid. Gojira's down to 6 HP, and as Uber opponent goes for that kill, Rux is gonna actually get the better of him. Dancing Cactus with that Nova. It's been shown that Novas are quite dangerous in Counter-Strike. I mean, if you hold a close angle, they are done. I've gone to quads with one of those. Mia goes for that kill, gonna find it for free towards cave. And now these CTs kind of have an idea of what's happening. But not exactly. Koga with the bomb, gonna be pushing up towards mid, but I think he's gonna be heading towards B for sure.
Player deep in A main for the CTs. He could get a little aggressive here, though he doesn't know it. Looks like they're gonna also be prodding mid as the T's are gonna enter a B site here. I mean,
Gojira's gonna find one, and this gives them a new avenue because I think them going slow was their biggest downfall for the T side. Like, you guys were doing so well with that aggression towards mid, and then you made it possible to be a man up, and now you guys are a man down. Hoobie's gonna find that kill as well. Now it's a 1 versus 3. What does Koga do here? 36 seconds on the clock, and Gojira's looking for him. 6 HP.
not a bad idea to save in this situation, although it would be quite difficult as he's out in the middle of the open. Obviously, it doesn't work out in his favor.
He's gonna find a kill, and it's gonna be the end of that round. 4th round for the CTs, and this is match half.
Yeah, you'd expect the CTs, I mean, to come up with a round here, bring it back to 7-5, as T's not looking like they have a great economy, only able to bring out, what's it, 1 rifle here. So, potentially a big rush coming in. Yeah, probably a B rush coming in, so the B call for the B anchors to have their nades on point here. That's what they're able to do.
Nades are flying out. Molotov's not going to be perfect. They're going to rush out towards cave. Here they come. Flashbangs going everywhere, and they're going to find that first kill onto Hoobies. What a disaster as they take over this site. All they have is Tech 9s and a few and Mac 10s and a few AKs. What do they do? And they're willing to take these fights. Koga's going to find one of his own. Goes for a second, not going to find that connection. And it's made it possible. 3 versus 4. Going for another swing. These Mac 10 players are not caring at all. Gojira with the op, going to be pushing up towards the wall. Goes for the swing. Rux is going to find one on freeze. Now Boss is flanking as well. This is a mind game here. They have no idea where Boss has gone off to. They're trying to focus on this ramp player, and it's not going to be enough. It's going to be an 8th round.
What a disaster. The fast B-rush Jace ends up netting the T's a nice eco round pickup. CT is playing a little bit too passive there on this on the B site, ends up costing them another round. I liked the big aggression coming out of the players rocking the Mac 10 there. That really won them the round, pushing up through cave, getting that first pick, and then pushing long, getting the second there. Long on T side, if you're able to capture that, is a great, powerful position to be in. And
Absolutely.
yeah.
I think it's one of those. It is a deciding factor of a map because like Anubis kind of plays like a larger Mirage. So there's not like the utility that you use is like gold. You use it once and it can see so much space, or it can be a big hindrance, and that's what makes this map so amazing. That's why so many pro teams stand by this map in the map pool. Koga's gonna be pushing up towards mid on this pistol round. And as that nade goes out, they're just gonna rush fucking B again. And they're gonna find a kill for free. They're gonna find 2 for free. This site is completely open, and there's no way that these CT players can get back into this as Hoobies holds the angle. Dox is gonna find one, Rux is gonna find another, and it's gonna be a 5th round for the T's.
That's a great post plant by the T's there, being very aggressive, taking the fight to the CTs, not letting them get it set up in position, and holding them back towards Red Room there. The T sides are already looking better than their CT. A little bit more coordination. Now let's see if they're able to capture this second round. We know it's been difficulty in our games we've casted tonight.
Smoking towards mid, and these CT players, they're not even buying anything. Mia has head armor and a little bit of utility, but it's not going to be enough as these T's start pushing out towards Donut. But Boz knows this. He's going to call the team, the cavalry, like, hey guys, they're coming. And he finds one with that USB. Koga's gonna find one towards mid, and it's just a frag out. Hoobies is finally gonna recover. Flashbang to go out, smoking to block the CT side, and they can get this plan for free. 40 seconds on the clock. And Doxic, he's hightailing back to site. His teammates need him. They're down a man. What do these T's do here? Koga has a rifle.
You have the weapon advantage. I don't have armor. Mac 10's able to find one. Oh, that round should just be over here. The CT's not able to convert those guns.
What can you do here, Freeze? He tries to fake quick defuse to force the issue, but it's not going to be enough. Dox is going to find that kill, and it's going to be a 6th round.
Yeah, T's in a momentarily difficult position, losing a couple players, being at that mad disadvantage. But, you know, the no armor on the CT's not able to convert those guns into kills or around.
I think
here.
the thing is with the CTs is that they know that these guys are going to start rushing things now. So I feel like utility usage needs to be your top priority, especially those nades. It's not hard to throw a nade towards B ramp and be like, all right, we did a little bit of chip damage. If they try to push us, we'll finish them off. I'm not seeing much utility usage, and it's kind of annoying. And they're not getting timings right either. So
They're have made it. Yeah, the stack 3 towards B, like you were saying there. So you'd like to see that, but I don't know. Low utility is pretty hard on this map.
Mia, she's pushing towards cave, and you get saved by your teammate Koga. Goes for the sack kill, finds Doxic, tries to find a second, but runs out of ammo, has to run back. Koga's gonna find that return. And under punish finds Gojira. Now it's a 1 versus 5, all up to Rux, and this is gonna be so good for the CT economy to have all 5 players alive. So let's see if Rux can do a little bit of economic damage Doesn't have the bomb on his back. Things are getting complicated.
Do we see our first 1v5 here?
I'm starting to believe. Do you believe?
I'm always a believer. Oh, he finds the first!
Yeah. 4 more to go, but he's gonna get traded out by Koga. And that's gonna be a 9th round for the CTs. Great play, great utility usage, great aggression, all around. And
Yeah,
since
they're
since all 4 of them survived, they've got money. It's gonna make it easier for them to survive in the next few rounds if they win them.
Not only that, they're able to upgrade to a couple of AKs here, so they should be comfortable for the next couple rounds. They're rocking 3 AKs, so they'll be able to dispatch these Ts if they decide to rush again.
Absolutely. And now that this Ts are on an eco, this should be a free round for them.
Already
As I
losing
said-
one.
Yeah, already losing one on towards mid. Dancing Cactus getting really unlucky. Koga and Underbeat using this mid fight for a long time. Mia's gonna find that kill towards Cave. The Cave is secure. Here comes that swing. Gojira's gonna find that kill. And site's open. They could at least get the plant down for free. Get a 500 bucks. And what do they do here?
Yeah, they made a little bit of a blunder towards the gate side, which we'll go into in the post round, but brings the Ts back to the round as a very difficult 3v3.
Motor Proponents trying to fight for donut control. Gonna find that kill. And now it's a 3 versus 2. Things are gonna look dicey. PK Freeze trying to clear him out. But it's gonna be enough by the sliver of his skin. 10 seconds left on the bomb, and I don't think he has enough time to defuse this. He's gonna fake it. Doxix is gonna hold it. He's gonna swing out, and he's gonna find that kill. It's gonna be a 7th round for the T side. What a blunder.
Yeah, great play by Doxic staying on site at the very end there. One thing, if you noticed, is the big mistake on the CTs there was playing too close to A main. You know the Ts are on a save round there. You can play back towards Temple. You can play back towards Donut. You know, take that one quick pot shot and then dip out. Try to survive so your team has an easier retake. But they actually ended up trying to fight really close to A main and then going down to a pistol there. So it just
I think
mistake that ended up costing them a round.
I think another problem is that Koga and Uber were holding mid, and they were still holding mid while these guys were pushing A main. So like literally they had no time to react at all, and they basically gave them the A side for free. And as Uber Punish finds one, he's gonna get traded out by Rux, and Mia going back on that cave investigation. It's getting a little dicey. She's gonna find one for free. Goes for a second, not gonna find that connection. Hoobies is gonna trade it out. Now it's a 3 versus 2. Man advantage for the CTs, but we've known that these CTs have had a hard time converting these rounds. Molotov to block off the upper boxes. And
They
Koga,
have him locked in.
Koga's waiting for it to disappear. Boss is gonna be holding for the cave. And as PK Freeze finds one towards A main, he's gonna run off, and it's all up to Kubies. He's gonna get shot down as well, and it's gonna be a 10th round for the CT side. Nice recovery.
Yeah, that home team, great rebound round there. Noticing that the players are locked into caves, they bring one player down B ramp, one player in mid, and one player in cave. Really locking those players in Jaguar, saying, hey, if you want to go anywhere, you have to fight somebody, and we're gonna get at least one of you.
Absolutely. The game is going to be changing as well, especially since Valve banned jump binds. Like, that is a crucial part of the game.
Yeah, let's see if... I don't know about you, but I was not one to use a jump bind. I found it
Really?
relatively easy in CS2. In CSGO, yeah, I had those jump binds. But in CS2 they expanded the window, so you didn't need them, I don't think.
Oh, Gojira trying to find that shot. It's not going to be enough. He's going to get killed off, and it's going to be It's going to be 11th round for the CT side. This is their last round. This round really matters. If they lose this round, then the CTs go into match point. Yeah, I really agree with Valve's decision though. I think the jump binds are a little tacky for the scene. I feel like we should have. I get it. Some utility needs to be like perfect, but we shouldn't have like pixel one ways with binds. You know, I feel like smoke should be use like a human would use a smoke, not just with a jump line. They're gonna go do a fast rush towards A. It's all up to Boz. He has to hold this. He got one, goes for the second, not gonna find that connection, and they're gonna flood the site. As they plant, one's gonna swing towards Donut. It's not gonna be enough though. Hoobies is gonna find one. Dancing Cactus finds one with the Nova. Gonna upgrade to that rifle. And they're actually planning. They're actually turning this around. They're actually making it possible. They're fighting for this game. And Uber Punish gets smoked off along with his teammate Mia. And that's gonna be it. Oh, Hoobies through the smoke. Uber Punish is forced to save.
Great adjustment from the T's.
And
this round,
Rux is
saying,
already
hey,
ready for him. Rux is looking for him. They have the money to go for this. I take it back. No, they don't. But Rux, he's looking for him. He's hunting him. But he went the wrong way. Bomb's going to go off, and it's going to be an 8th round for the T side. Beautiful recovery.
Yeah, they're just like, hey, we're having trouble on our default rounds. Let's speed it up. Ends up working out. The A player hiding behind the box's backside towards Brokey. If you're playing that position, you want a player towards Donut or even behind the boxes towards
Yeah,
the
but I
middle
think
of the site.
Yeah, but I think one of the biggest problem was the fact that the T's smoked Donut, and so it
Yeah.
basically forced the CT in a situation where it's like, okay, I'm all by myself. I need to get at least 2 kills behind the box, like. But it didn't come true, which kind of sucks because he was in a perfect position to get. He could have gotten all 4.
Yeah, it just that's not the way the cookies crumbled this round. Let's see if the team their fast plays.
Koga's gonna find one towards mid, and he's gonna push through that smoke. Multiple nades being thrown out. Rubies is in a lot of damage. Rux is making sure that these CTs are being honest. And guess what? They're gonna find that mid player, Koga, getting too close to mid. Mia's gonna swing from cave, and here comes the cavalry from the T side. It is a 3 versus 2.
CT's on the quick flank though. If you notice, they're up shelf already. They know what's happening.
Yeah, Boz is ready for this. He's gonna find that kill. Go for the second, and you better believe he's gonna get it. And they're gonna get their 12th round because PK Freeze is gonna fucking spot out Gojira. Like this was supposed to be a round that the T's were supposed to win.
Yeah, those were great plays by the remaining 2 CTs there. PK Freeze notably going down B and saying, hey, they're going A here. This is all clear. And the player on A side is saying, all right, if they're going Donut, I'm going to have to go big here. And he ends up doing that, catching the T's off guard as they're trying to enter on the site.
Absolutely. And now the T's have to fight for overtime. This is their fight for survival. And they're choosing the A site as their choice of site.
They've had a lot of success here.
Absolutely. Smoke and flashes to go out. Mid control has been completely controlled by the CTs. Boz has to get at least 2 here to make it possible. Goes for the swing, not gonna find anything. I think it leaves this site completely open. One's gonna swing out. Koga's gonna find 2, and this actually makes it possible. 4 versus 3. It's all up to the CTs to convert this. Bomb's gonna go down. Koga's pushing through the smoke, and they have no hope that he's gonna get spotted out. He's gonna find a double. What a blunder! It's all up to Gojira. AK in hand has he has no time to fucking fight for this. Molotov to go out, and he's gonna get shot down, and that's gonna be it. Team Home is gonna take the win.
Yeah, I think it was a missed smoke there. They threw them from outside to A main, I believe, but maybe it was from A site, but they missed the donut smoke there, adding a little bit of it onto site, so they're able to work out from donut onto site, end up being a double kill there that ends up winning them the
Absolutely.
round.
I think our MVP of the game has got to be Koga. He was really influential on pushing towards mid. Getting that mid control, especially with utility and brawling it out, was just it was just pitch perfect Counter Strike.
Not
knew
even,
that-
I didn't even notice it, but he got an ace that round. Yeah, that was an ace. I just saw at the end.
Oh my god!
Putting on a one-man show that round, saying, hey, I don't want to play more rounds. Get me into a new game here.
Absolutely amazing. Like I said,
Yeah.
Koga on mid was a monster. I could compare him to Snacks. Like literally, he did not care who he was facing. He threw utility. He was fighting for mid because he knew that was their weak point. Like at the angles that he was taking too, and imagine like how even when he was pushing up smokes, he was literally dangerous. But that doesn't mean that he didn't make some mistakes. There were certain rounds where he wasn't, like that one round he was in the smoke towards the 90 towards mid, and then the smoke dissipated and he was encountering like 3 T players. Like I feel like yes, there's enough. There is a point where you need to lay back on aggression, especially since you have mid control. There's no reason for you to keep pushing. So that's all. That's all the advice I have for Koga. Honestly, I think he's a really good player and he's gonna go far in CSC.
Yeah, he's obviously probably in the wrong tier. That's not the first game I've seen him drop 20 in regulation. So I'm expecting to see him in Prospector 10D by the
Looking
by
forward
the
to
end
it.
of tonight.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Um, well, as you're saying, those smoke plays, they are very risky. Sometimes they work out, sometimes they don't. So you just gotta, make sure you're having a game when you do them, because they could potentially lose your ground, you lose your team around there. But not for him tonight. It looks like he's just pushing every smoke. Everything is going in his favor. Getting 26 kills and an ace. Great game from him. Do you have any takeaways for the losing side there?
One of the main things is that they needed to have a better plan. I think the thing is that it was clear that they didn't have an IGL, and
Yeah.
it just made it look like they weren't coordinated at all.
Yeah, I noticed that we saw a little bit more aggression from, I believe it was the home team that won. They were, pushing down towards A main, pushing out B, just taking advantage of those timings late round and able to get ahead of the attack. To see that, and it ended up netting them the game.
Absolutely.
Getting
I-
on Tornado Mirage.
Oh, I love Mirage. It's an NA staple. It's a classic map. Everybody hates it, but in my heart, it has a special place in my heart.
Yeah,
And
as an opera, there's very few maps where I'd rather play than Mirage.
Yeah, being an offer myself, like Mirage is a peak map for it. Like every player knows the angles on this map, and it's just like who is the better aimer, and that's what makes Mirage so much fun to watch, because it is a brawling map where you're like, hey, I know all the pre-angles. Now we need to go around this, like do different angles. That way we can win these rounds. And it's more of a, if you're the B player, you're more likely to just suffer and not get any kills. It's more of an A player show than a B player show. But we'll
The
see how this goes. Pistol round is about to commence, and see how
Yeah,
it
the
goes.
real question is, I think, do you prefer Dust 2 or Mirage?
Ooh, I don't like Dust 2. I
Oh.
would I tell people, everybody on stream can hate me for this. I would prefer to trade I would trade Dust 2 for Cash. Smokes to go out towards A, and they're bunching up towards this A main hit. And here we go. Goes to the swing, gonna get instantly domed by Dova. Jason's gonna find one of his own, and Vanish is gonna find another. He's gonna find two, and these teams, they're clearing out this site. 12 HP, bomb to go down. And here goes the retake. Silky and Custer. What can they do? One towards connector, one towards juggler. Smoke is helping. Just a little bit. Oh, that timing. It could have been a lot more dangerous. It's already gone down to 30 seconds. They got to get moving. They have no kit. Finds that first kill towards fire. Now it makes it a little more possible. Vanish.
He has a deagle, and you know this. You just gotta stick it.
Silky's gonna find that kill, and they have time to defuse this. It's gonna be a...
Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say that it was a very close round. Very close round. I feel like Vanwish should have not peeked there. I feel like he should have just been like, okay, I'll call their bluff. But
yeah,
if it rains, it pours, and now the CTs are gonna get underway with the second round. Some of them buying M4s, some of them buying a scout from Moss. They're seeming to want to go for rifles and head armor early on. We see one hero AK on Vanwish, and all the rest of them Mac 10s. Smoke to go out towards window. It's gonna block it off. Slayer's down to 30 HP during that confrontation. Molotov's gonna deny the connection. Silky! He's not gonna find that kill. He's gonna get swung on. But that nade's gonna finish one of the players off. It's a 3 versus 4. And they're gonna just keep trading. B is open. And now all they have to do is plant. 40 seconds on the clock. And it's all up to Gabe, and it's all up to Dova. I think they want to go for this retake, though.
Oh!
Nice shot on Dova towards market, and this gives them at least a link into this retake. But how are you gonna anticipate this Apps player? Slayer gonna go for the shots, not gonna find the connection. He's trying to finish him off, gonna find that kill. And now Gabe and Co have to find out where the hell is Vanwish. And they're looking for this. Going for the defuse. Smoke to go down.
Oh no.
Oh no, he's gonna find that kill. It's all up to Dova. He's gonna hold it.
Knife him.
Snipe him! It's not gonna be enough time.
Oh.
And it's gonna be a first round for the T side. Like I said, if you buy towards second round, you're more likely to win it. It's weird, it's a curse. I don't know why it happens, but every single time, every pro match even, I've seen them buy second round, they always win. It is really crazy.
Yeah, one thing I noticed, the Cap player on the CTs didn't buy anything. He just had a deagle. They ended up rushing him, so he's not able to stop the CTs. They're actually on a gun disadvantage, even though they had won the rounds.
Absolutely. They're going for a mid push here. They're gonna get killed off. As Dova finds one, DJ's gonna get all three with the Galil. That's free money, don't mind if I do. And they're gonna finish off Silky with that round. It's gonna be a second round for the T side. Absolutely beautiful recovery. And now the CTs are gonna be able to buy a little bit. We're gonna see some MP9, some utility, but they're seeming to want to save on this one.
Yeah, they made a mistake like we saw in the first game where the second round should have been the force buy, and this should be the full save here. But they're likely to go with a, looks like
They're buying rifles.
yeah, but I guess they have the full utility, so
It can't be all too bad. I think one of the biggest things is that if you know your enemy is using like AKs, just buy regular Kevlar. Don't buy the head armor. It costs you more money. You could use that $300 could be used on something else, like a smoke, flash, because they feel like they have like 3 players are the only ones with utility. Like, why not just settle with Kevlar? Because you know your T side players are gonna be having AKs anyways. They're gonna dome you anyways. What's the point?
Oh no.
Oh, Nova's gonna find one, and Jace, he finds a trigger discipline. Oh my god, he's gonna find all 4!
Why didn't he turn around? The last player should have known he was there. What just happened?
Misplay! What the fuck?
What a play was that? The FAMAS in ramp. I've never seen that before. Nobody turns around as he starts spraying, gets 4 kills and wins the round. T's questioning themselves, questioning their teammates, wondering what the hell just happened.
Molly's to go down to keep the T's back. They're on Deagles and a Mac 10. One has light armor. Gabe, he's gonna spot one out. Goes for the spray, not gonna find that connection just yet. Oh, brings him down to 24 HP, and then he's gonna back up on that. These CTs are not giving these T's any ground. Goes for the swing. Gabe is gonna find that kill towards mid that he's always been waiting for. And now they're gonna group up towards B. It's all up to Custer here. Oh, Vanwish, what a kill. He's gonna find a second. Oh my god. Goes for the third, he's gonna get traded. And it's gonna be a 3 versus 3. How? How? They recover that. Tilly's gonna swing that towards connector.
Oh no.
Oh no, he's gonna. Oh, Tilly finds that kill. Dova's gonna find a return, and it's a 2 versus 2.
Only one T has armor here though, so that could be a big game changer.
And all they have is a Tech 9 and a Glock. I mean, like, what do you do here? Rifle to be recovered towards Cat. Custer's waiting for this, but that smoke's gonna block his vision. He goes up towards ladder. Jazzy is gonna get a little bit of apps control, and like B side is completely open. It's uncontested, and I think they're gonna realize this.
I'm not sure what the CTs are doing here, not holding on to either side, but rather
They have an
sitting in
inkling
mid.
that they have an inkling that they're still probably pushing towards connector, but bomb's gonna get planted towards B, and that's gonna confirm their suspicions. Dova's gonna head towards market. He's gonna get killed. Ooh. Dova's gonna find one. And now it's up to Tilly. Yeah, he killed him. Tilly's gonna find the first. It's a 1 versus 1. And he goes for the bottom. It's not gonna be enough. Custer's gonna find that kill. And the defuse is underway. It's gonna be a 3rd round for the CTs and a beautiful recovery.
Yeah, even though the T's lost that round, that was a pretty solid round from them, only having one player with half armor and a couple of pistols, so...
I kind of take it back, because the thing is that they were hanging out towards mid because they didn't have no idea where these T's were at. I think it was a good play for them because like either way, if it's either side, they have an easy rotate. They don't have to wait that long. But yeah, like it could have been really dicey.
Oh, I like this play here.
Oh, I love going under. My favorite thing to do is like there's a stain on the floor and under you bounce a flashbang on there. It's a perfect pop flash. And as Ben Washington he tries to go for that swing, he's not going to find that connection. Silky and Gabe are going to find 2 kills of their own. Underpass under CC control. Slayer spots him, goes for the shot, not going to find that connection, and now they're looking for him. They want him out of there. 3 versus 5. Slayer's going to find one towards the connector. And Jazzy, what are you up to? He's going to push out towards A.
Unfortunate time.
He's going to get spotted out by Jace. And now it's a 3 versus 2, excuse me. Flash to go out. And they're just going to hold this A site. Custer's in a really powerful position towards B, so B is completely secure.
These are making quite a bit of noise, so they might know what's going on, but he peeks into an op.
Well, there's no reason for you to do that. If you're holding sights and you know that they're going to be in mid control, there's no reason for you to be shoulder picking or swinging that window in any manner.
Not only that, he had heard the op scope, so
Exactly.
he knows where he is.
Oh my god, this could be a timing of a century. Custer pushing up towards Hats. He knows something's coming, and it's the bomb carrier. He's going to go for that kill, and he's going to find it for free, and that's going to be it. It's going to be a 4th round for the CT side. Beautiful timing.
One thing for note of you minimap enjoyers there was that the T's were actually in CT spawn right behind the operator in, I believe it was in ticket booth. But
Yeah.
after his teammate gets killed in apps, he turns around and the CT rotates behind him and shoots him in the back. So 2 seconds later on that timing, and it could have been a round for the T's there.
Oh lord.
He's going with a 5-man rush towards the ramp though.
Oh, they're gonna push up, and the CTs are ready for it. 3 kills between Silky and Jace. Utility to go out, that's gonna force them back, and it's all up to Vanwish. What does he do here? And that's gonna be the end of the round. It's gonna be a 5th round for the CT side. What a play. They can buy into this next one. They're gonna get full utility as well. It's just crazy.
Team away right after losing that force buy in the 2nd round seems to have recovered, winning 4 in a row now. Only dropping 1 player last round, establishes themselves a little bit with the economy, so they should be fine going forward here.
Absolutely. Molotov to go out to deny the A push. Smoke to go out after. And they're going to contest towards mid. At least Tilly is. The bomb is heading out that way as well. And look at this. Kenzo.
What?
Oh, he's burning.
What happened?
He threw a molly and he just kept on standing in it.
Yeah, the frag came out after he died, so I'm not sure why he was there for so long.
Van Wischen going to be on A site, holding towards the Tetris, and this is actually a very powerful position because look, all these CT players are focusing on mid.
Oh, this is a risky spot with the op here. You have to hit this first bullet.
Jason's actually going to come back and watch this. Here comes the swing from Dova. Dova's going to find that kill, and now it's a 3 versus 4. And it went down to a 3 versus 3. They're going to get traded on Molly to go down under to clear it out, and now they know. Their worst fears have been realized. It's going to be an A hit, and the only person here is Dova, holding the connector, still thinking that these team players are going to be coming that way. But in reality, all 3 of them are going to be coming towards A. Jungle's going to get smoked off. CT's going to get smoked off. And they're going to throw a Molly in return. Dova's going to find that 2nd kill with the op, and bomb has been planted. 40 seconds on the clock. What can they do here? They have a little bit of utility. They've got a nade. They can actually make this possible with a man advantage.
They have kits. They should just take it slow.
Ooh. And as Gabe finds that kill, it's a 1 versus 3. All up to Tilly. He goes for the swing. You're not going to find the connection, and it's going to be a 6th round for the CT side. What a play.
Yeah, I like that post plant, or just, not being too overly aggressive, waiting for each other, flying off of each other, slowly clearing out each position, not allowing the T's to get some cheeky kill there and hide.
you were right, absolutely, that the recruits use their utility a lot more compared to like upper ranks, because if it was an upper rank, most of the time you would not use your utility a lot, especially since it's a risk, you know? So you're right. These guys love to use their utility, and shout out to Gabe for his utility damage. Absolutely bonkers. Gabe gonna go for that swing, not gonna find the connection, and he's gonna knock out Vanwish. He's gonna get traded by Chenzo. And it's a 5. Or 4v4, excuse me. Never mind. Soki's gonna find one towards Cat, against Slayer, and it makes it a little more complicated. They're bunching up towards Apps. They know that there's multiple people watching mid. It's kind of their
And-
Achilles heel. And look at Jace. He's flanking.
Oh no. The bomb is in mid too, so if Chenzo's not careful here, he could lose his team in the round if he gets caught.
Absolutely. Everything slows down. Everything becomes more uncomfortable. Tilly's gonna find a kill towards Apps, and that's gonna open the B site. But look, the bomb player is still in mid. He's gonna get spotted out by the op by Silky on Cat, and now it's a 2 versus 3. There's nothing they can do here. They don't have any utility. They don't have anything that can actually turn this round around. So they're gonna boost up towards window. And Jace, he knows something is up. He knows something is dangerous. Oh, Chenzo saw that barrel, but he's not gonna capitalize on it. They want to go for this A hit. And look at this rotation. It went from going against Team Home to going for Team Home, because they found this site for free. Bomb's gonna go down, 40 seconds on the clock. And here comes the retake. Now CTs, they have a lot of utility. They can actually make this possible. Need to go out. Dova going for that swing, not gonna find that flick. He's gonna jump around. Oh, Chenzo's gonna find that kill finally. And Jace, he spots someone towards Tetra. Is gonna try to go for that kill, but it's not gonna be enough. It's gonna be a 3rd round for Team Home. What a beautiful round. Beautiful execution.
A round of timings as we see again there. T is able to get around there for the first time, it feels like a little bit. Not sure what
Absolutely.
the T's were doing there. They did that same thing they did a couple rounds ago where they had a bunch of players mid giving up the sites again. That time it just doesn't work out in their favor, as the T's are able to get the bomb down for free and are able to get a player into CT and really able to capitalize on the positioning battle. CT's looking to get some revenge here, getting aggressive in Palace, already getting a 4v5 man advantage. Quickly traded out, however, so now it's a 4v4.
It's getting a little cramped in here. You got one towards A main, one towards Palace, and I know for a fact that this T player can hear that man in Palace. And so he's gonna back up. Bomb is going towards mid, and Custer's ready for this. He's towards the catwalk. Molotov to go out to force him back, but this gives them more information that, hey, these players are towards under as well. He's gonna find a few kills. Gabe is gonna find a double as Jace helps him out, and that's gonna be a 7th round for the CT side.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like they're ready for that fight in connector. They should be aware that, you know, hey, I just threw a molly from bottom mid. They're gonna be looking in that area, but they just seem to be caught off guard. Not even able to get the trade either. So a great double from the player in connector. You know, stopping the T at push, but you know, you gotta start winning these rounds here.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Oh! Nice shot, Van. Threw it, like, literally with the deagle across from mid. That is a hard shot. Goes for another shot. Not gonna find it. He's gonna get a tag, but it's not gonna be enough. Dova's trying to finish him off, and Custer's watching towards his catwalk. Jumping up on the bench, not gonna find that connection either. He's gonna go for the window jump. Could be pretty dangerous. He's gonna get spotted out though. It's a 4 versus 3. Tilly's gonna find another one of his own, and that's gonna be the end of the round. It's gonna be a 4th round for the T side. What a play!
yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I was gonna say that the CTs there got a little too hasty. Like literally, they were just swinging mid, like they owned the joint, and it caused them to get punished with multiple frags.
Yeah, I mean the T is only rocking like what Galeals and a couple of pistols that round, but they're still able to bring it back. I think the fast plays may be working out for them. They seem to have the aim. Just maybe CTs are a little bit better at this late game situations.
Vanwish going for the mid peak is gonna spot one out. Nate to go out. He's gonna escape through the connector, and Silky Throwing an 8 as well. Doing a little bit of chip damage on Chenzo. That's going to help in the long run. Any utility damage is good utility damage. That's all. That's like what I like to say. Oh, Jason's going to find one towards Slayer. Dova's holding towards the upper pal, and this A site is completely locked out. Now, Vanwish is going to take the bomb towards B. Tilly's trying to waste some time to prevent these CT players from rotating. And here they come. Gabe is the only front man or point man in this site. He needs to get at least 2.
Yeah, these, see again, he has all 4 teammates up there. They're bringing one over into market.
He's able to get the first. This round should be over here. Great kill from him.
Absolutely. The utility goes out. Chenzo's going to find one, but Gabe is going to trade. It's all up to Chenzo. 36 HP, and what can you do there? The answer is nothing. It's going to be 8-4 for the CT side, and they're going to switch.
Yeah, great play from Gabe there. You know, as the B player, you might not see a lot of action, but when they come, you know, they are coming hard. So you got to be ready for that fight, and he ends up getting all 3 players coming through apps there. Great hold. Builds the confidence going to this T side, and if you win this pistol here on this T side, bring you up 9-4, you should just run away with this game here, you'd think. A lot of players with great KDs on this away side here, obviously as they are winning 8-4, but you know, see 13-8, 11-7, 12-9. They're putting up they have a lot of firepower, and even the players that don't have as many kills, still 9-7, 6-4, decent ADRs all across the board. You know, there's a lot of firepower on this team.
Absolutely. Like, the fact that they're willing to take these duels towards mid, it shows like how confident they are on that side. I feel like it's something you rarely see, especially in the lower levels.
Yeah, the running up mid and like you're heavily contesting, that's an aim battle. You just got to win, and they were winning it, so they have a lot of confidence going this half.
Absolutely. They got a lot of work cut out for them, though. This is going to be a rough. It's going to be a rough time for these players, especially since they're having a tactical. Something must be going on.
I'm guessing they're meaning to call a technical. Is this 2 timeouts in a row, or are they trying to cook up some crazy CT strat here?
I think they're cooking something up. I think they know this is an important round that they need to win.
What do you think they're saying over there? Saying like, "Hey, let's push something," or is it just like some mental thing? Like, "Hey, boys, we got to win this round. Let's just take advantage, play together."
Oh no!
Got worried. It was a little bit more of a technical timeout, but the CTs still like to play their round here.
Absolutely, they're gonna be pushing towards mid. This is actually really tantalizing as they got that smoke out. Benwish is trying to contest it, but he knows he can't do much in this angle, so he's gonna head out towards B. Custer's gonna find one, Tilly's gonna find that trade, and Dova finds another one of his own. This site should come falling apart, but Tilly keeps on fighting, and Dova's finally gonna put him down. 2 versus 3. Bomb to be planted, 40 seconds on the clock. Chenzo
now.
trying to find anything, but he's not gonna find anything at all. It's gonna be a 9th round for the T side. Instantly, just business as usual. Win the round.
Yeah, Tilly putting up a great fight there, finding 2 from bench there, but that mid to B split really working there. I like that call, you know, smoking off one thing, either window or con. I didn't really get to see there, but they smoke it off, say, hey, we're going full hard B. You just gotta fight from 2 angles, though. Not a simple B rush. We're fighting mid, we are fighting B, and it ends up overwhelming and suffocating the defenders.
Look at this. They're pushing them away, man. They have no respect for these T players. Flashbang to go out. They're still gonna keep fighting. Custer's gonna find one, and Chenzo's gonna hightail it out of there. There's too many. And as Jace finds one of his own, he finds a second. Chenzo replies with 2 more. AK gonna be recovered. Goes for the swing, not gonna find that connection, and now it's all up to Jazzy. Holding up towards the stairs. He's already down to pretty low HP. Holding towards the stairs. Goes for the swing, not gonna find the flick, and Custer's gonna find that kill for free. 4-10 for these T players.
Yeah, a little bit more one side than the other games we have watched tonight, but we still have great performances out of Chenzo and what's that Van from the
Yeah.
CTs here. They're putting up their fights. Not the highest ADRs, but the 12 kills, 11 kills. They're trying to keep their team in this.
Here comes the rifle round. This is very important. If they lose this, they lose the game. Their money is not looking great.
Is this a fake here? There's 4 players towards B without the bomb, and the bomb is towards ramp, just hiding back here. Are they going for something cheeky?
Well, here's the thing. Silky is spotting them out, so they're backing up immediately. They wanted to contact this, but Custer's
no.
going to find one on Chenzo. This is actually kind of working. And Slayer is the only person holding this site. What do you do here? He's going to find one, going to back off and reload. And they're going to cross onto site. Slayer has to get at least 2 here to make this possible. He's going to find it. 5 HP. And here comes the cavalry for the retake. He's going to get naded out.
Oh, I
Whoa.
was about to say, you gotta be careful of a grenade flying in.
Bomb going down. 40 seconds of clock. Jazzy is going to find one of his own. And here comes CT's flooding inside. Dova's going to find one. Tilly's going to find that trade. And now it's a 1 versus 1. All up to Tilly to keep his team going. No utility. He could pick up that Molotov and block the Palace player. And that's exactly what he's going to do. Fake it, and that's going to be it. It's going to be 11 round for the T side, and the economy for the CT side is lackluster at best.
Yeah, the CT's had a good idea there, being a little more aggressive, pushing into Palace, I think they peeked ramp for a second. But once you get contact in T-spawn, especially since you have an MP9 there, you'd like to see that player fall back into Palace, run back to site maybe, and not take that long-range fight versus an AK. You're just never going to win that. So it ends up costing a round there, but we might see a round or 2 here, because they are managing to force up with the op, but this might be a cosmetic comeback if we see a round at all.
Billy with that shotgun. Everything slows down. It's going to be an A hit. What do they do here? Triple's going to get mollied off. That's going to force Van Wish to swing. He's going to get killed off, and Soki's going to find one of his own. Chendo's going to return, but it's not enough. It's a 4 versus 3, and they're all on one side of the site. Tilly's trying to find the answer, but all he has is an XM. What is he going to do here? They're going to play into a triple. He's going to swing it. Throw a couple of sprays, but it's not going to be enough. Jazzy just actually finds one. Soki's going to find that trade, and it's the beginning of the end for Tilly.
Yeah, you just gotta go for this. You can't save a shotgun.
The armor too, like it's just chest armor. At this point, you just need to go. You need to do it. You know where he is. Oh, Soki shot him through the wall and a headshot, and that's gonna be the 12th round for the T side. One more round, and they're done.
I'm not really sure if there's anything we can really say about this. It just seems to be a team diff. Like, they're just the away side is just way more coordinated and working together, like trading each other out, working
Absolutely.
on actual strats. So it's like there are some good players on the home side. They're just not able to work together really. And it's very apparent.
Oh man. What do you do here? 4 versus 3. They're already down a man.
I think you just stack a site.
With that shotgun though, like what can you do? You have to get really close to these guys. He's gonna get traded out. I'm calling it. And he's leaving his team out to dry because guess what? Jace finds that kill. Shotgun's gonna find one. And this is gonna make things complicated. Silky J's gonna be holding it. But he's gonna back off. Jazzy Jazz heading out towards site. He hears this opper. Gonna go for the kill. He won't.
Oh no!
What a disaster! And now it's all up to Tilly with that shotgun. What can he do here? The answer is nothing. His teammate's gonna flash, and that's gonna be it. It's gonna be 13-4.
Oh, you hate to see that. The moan and the spray just got away from him. An unfortunate end to a one-sided game. Those games happen. Those sprays happen. You just got to bounce back.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, a little bit one-sided affair. Those things happen.
queue up the next one. It'll all be different. You bet.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That was a really tight knit game. I think what really pulled the CTs away from winning the match was the fact that I don't know. I feel like they were just doing what the T's were doing on their CT side, where they were trying to fight for mid a lot when they could just play a little more passive, wait for and do a retake. I feel like if they just did a little bit of patience, I feel like they would have won a few more rounds and possibly could have won it.
Yeah, I liked the aggressive plays out of the CTs. You know, you're down a lot of rounds. You're like, okay, I have to make a play. I just wish they were coordinated. They did a lot of like solo pushes somewhere. They just be like, maybe next time it's like, hey, can I have a flash to peek this angle? Do you want to push palace with me? Just something, you know, so you're working as a team and not as an individual. As it's easier to work as a team, you know. Um, good, a good base, but just not good results individually.
Yeah. I feel like this match will make these players learn a lot, and I feel like we do have a demo option. So if these players don't understand how they lost, there is a way for you guys to look into those demos and actually like see what went wrong during those. I think one of the biggest things is that especially in like early CSC, you don't really analyze yourself and of the teammates around you. So I feel like if the team, if you're watching this, just take the time to get a demo in or two. See what you can change in your play style, because like the old saying, practice makes perfect.
Yeah, I know. I'm assuming you, but maybe not. I'm not sure how goated on the sticks you are. But for me, I was cheeks when I first started CSC. So really watching the film and analyzing, you know, even heat mapping myself, you know, figuring out, okay, I'm doing this so much. Why am I doing this? Is this even a good play? You know, watching pro demos really helped me out develop as a player. And of course,
Absolutely.
joining a team and getting better, having players say, oh, you know, I don't think this is a good play because of X. This is what I do, and saying, oh, that's a different way of thinking about the game. That helps out a lot. But of course, those are when you get drafted to a team. So, you know, a little bit, you're in recruit, you have time, you're probably new to the game. But I liked what I saw tonight for these players. There wasn't a lot of terrible mistakes that I saw. Just what I could say is probably get more aggressive on the CT side.
Absolutely. And like you said, they have a lot of time. They're in recruit. When I started playing CS, that was back in 2017. So I would say I'm a veteran of the game. You can call anybody in chat can call me a boomer. It's fine.
Thank you for your service, then.
Shut up. I was around when Virtus Pro was still a good team. So having all that Counter-Strike experience, it just kind of came natural to me. And when I came into CSC, it was just like another CS game. So I feel like I have reason and probable cause to say, hey, you guys suck. You guys need to figure it out. Okay.
Yeah. We saw some great games tonight. We saw Anubis, we saw Ancient, we saw Mirage, so a diverse cast of players as well. Um,
Do we
yeah,
got
what
an?
a great night.
Yeah, absolutely, Brass. Do we got any more, or is that going to be it for tonight?
That's it for me, at least I have to say. My
Oh,
voice is
absolutely.
feeling a little sore.
I can
So
I can take
thanks for
over. It's
having
completely
me.
fine. No
Yeah,
problem. Thank you for providing color for us.
thank you. Have a good night.
You too. Bye bye. Yippee!
Trying to figure out you would live if you were in my place. I cannot dream in color anymore. I think I know why you painted in all my dreams.
All right, guys. That's the end of the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed CSC Combine's recruit class. If you did, be sure to follow us on Twitch. Also follow me on Instagram at Kalina Cred and TikTok at Kalina Cred. Take care. Be safe. Don't do anything stupid. Bye bye.